to Sonia Podcast. So on my podcast, for February, I'm going to be doing part of relationships for Valentine's Day and Black History, since everyone is asking me, like, Sonia, what is your thoughts on certain things that's happening? And I'm going to dedicate it to Black History. But first, before I get into one of the situations that went on with what happened in Florida with them not allowing Black history to be taught, I'll get to that. But before I get to that, this is for Black history. So for now, I'm going to tell you some great books that you can read for Black history. So the first book is Decent People by Deshaun Charles. In that book, it talks about segregated town of West Mill, North Carolina, and the murder of 3 siblings. Okay, so you want to read that one. The next one is going to be Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Tel Hibbett. So this book is literally like a rom-com. The next book is Black on Black by Daniel Black. It's a novelist and cultural critic. It's a collection of essays given to voice to the African American experience. The next one is Mammy, Jessica George. This one is by Celeste with her mother away in Ghana. Maddie struggled with being the sole caretaker of her ailing father. The next one is Memphis by Tara M. Stringfellow. This one is Sagas That Will Captivate You by the novel. The next one is As You Walk On by Julia Winters. It's when his best friend, dear 17-year-old, there to ask his crush to a prom at a party. He doesn't expect things to go wrong. The next one is Much Naughty and Funnier Than the Original. The next one is The Violent Conspiracy by Brandon Soko. This one is Dreaming of Becoming a Professional Violist as a Black man. The next one is It's Always Been Ours by Jessica Wilson. This one is She Has a Eating Disorder, Special Examine the way in which Black women has been excluded from mainstream conversation about dieting, health, and wellness. The next one is The House of Eve by, I can't really pronounce her first name, so I'm going to spell it for you, Sadeqa Johnson. This one is a 1950 Philadelphia 15-year-old Ruby Paracel may be the first person in her family to attend college, but a love affair threatens everything she worked so hard for. The next one is The Attic Child by Lola J. 2 different children in 2 different centuries are hidden in the same attic, and a haunting tale about secrets and identity in the early 1900s. The next one is A Spell of Good Things. I cannot pronounce this name, so I don't want to mess it up, but the name is AyobamayAdebayo. It's a gripping and memorable by the New York Best Time seller. 2 families in modern Nigeria are caught in the web of power, wealth, and corruption. The next one is Black Candle Woman, Diane Marie Brown. This one is their love of spells, but when teenage Nikki brings home a boy for the first time, their careful, constructed lives are unending. The next one is Time Undoing, Cheryl Aid Head. This one is about a grandfather murder, but with nobody found. Nobody. Meaning like nobody is found, not like nobody did it. Nobody is found. The next one is the neighbor favorite, Christina Foster. This one is about an correspondent with the favorite fantasy author. He suddenly stopped relying when Lily needs a date to her sister's wedding. She finds seeking help from gorgeous neighbor. The next one is Chaos Theory by Nick Stone. It talks about teen romance, about mental health, loss, and self-discovery. The next one is To Catch Me If You Can, One Woman Journey to Every Country in the World by Jessica Nabon. G.O. is the last name. This one talk about its claim to fame as the first black woman to travel to all 195 countries in the world. The next one is Everyday Grand by Jocelyn Adams. Laced with gratitude and positivity, this cookbook from the popular. This is a cookbook. The next one is Lone Woman by Victor Lavelle. This one is he's an award-winning author. The next one is The House of Cotton by Monica Breshears. I think that's Brashear. This one talks about Southern Gothic novel. 19-year-old works at a gas station, live paycheck to paycheck. So these are some good books y'all can actually go read for Black History Month. And tell me what y'all think about them. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my podcast. Please get a 5-star review on Speakers, Podbean, Apple, iHeart, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcast, I appreciate it. Please go to my website, http://podcaster.wordpress.com. www.avio. Use promo code Sonya. www.instacoffee. Like to buy me coffee, you can buy me coffee. Please follow my son Sounds on Instagram. He got an album out on Spotify and Apple. Miss Carl, she have her own podcast, Affirmations. TJVULCAIN. She have her Black Girl in Orange book is out. The next one is King's Flex on SoundCloud, Female Reform. They have a vintage store in New York. You can follow me at son.ia9795, Instagram, same thing on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest. Comment here at sv766752@gmail.com. Have a blessed night.